Produced by Enterprise College, directed by Dr. David K. Ewan. The Enterprise Engine, developing your marketing plan, create a business strategy to reach your audience, grow your impact. A marketing plan is more than a document. It is a practical guide that helps a business decide who it wants to, how it will communicate, what actions it take to. Many organizations spend time creating products or services, but give less attention to how people learn about them. A strong marketing plan closes that gap. At its core, marketing is about connection. It is the process of understanding what people need and then communicating how your business helps. A marketing plan provides structure for that process. Instead of relying on guesswork, businesses can make informed decisions based on goals, audience needs, and available resources. The central idea of this discussion is simple. Organizations that create a clear marketing plan are more likely to reach the right audience, use their resources wisely, and achieve sustainable growth. A marketing plan helps turn good intentions into focused action. Many people think marketing is only about advertising. Advertising is important, but it is only one part of a larger strategy. Effective marketing includes research, audience understanding, messaging, branding, relationship building, and measurement. A marketing plan brings these elements together in one coordinated effort. A useful marketing plan starts with clear goals. Businesses need to know what they want to accomplish. Goals may include increasing sales, attracting new customers, improving awareness, growing website traffic, or strengthening customer loyalty. Without clear goals, it becomes difficult to determine whether marketing efforts are successful. The next essential element is audience understanding. Businesses must identify who they are trying to reach. Different audiences have different needs, concerns, preferences, and buying habits. A message that works for one group may not work for another. Understanding the audience allows a business to communicate in ways that feel relevant and meaningful. A marketing plan also helps organizations prioritize. Most businesses have limited budgets and limited time. When resources are scarce, every decision matters. A plan helps leaders focus on activities that are most likely to results rather than chasing every. Another advantage of planning is consistency. Customers are more likely to trust organizations that communicate clearly and consistently. A marketing plan establishes a common direction for messaging, branding, customer engagement. This consistency builds recognition, confidence, time. In today's competitive environment, businesses face constant pressure to stand out. Consumers encounter thousands of marketing messages every day. A thoughtful marketing plan helps organizations rise above the noise by delivering value driven communication that speaks directly and the strongest marketing are not rigid. They provide direction while allowing flexibility. Markets change, customer preferences evolve, new technologies emerge. A good plan creates a framework for decision making while leaving room for adaptation when circumstances change. Ultimately, a marketing plan serves as both a roadmap, a decision maker, helps organizations understand where they are, where they want to go, and how they will get there. That simple but powerful function explains why marketing planning remains one of the most important activities any organization can undertake. Let's think about some of that context and historical background of all of this. Marketing has existed in some form for centuries, long before digital advertising and social media. Merchants relied on signs, word of mouth recommendations, and personal relationships to attract customers. While the tools have changed dramatically, the fundamental purpose remains the same: connecting people with products, services, and ideas that meet. In early marketplace, success often depended on reputation. Buyers returned to sellers they trusted. Merchants learned that reliability and quality and customer service influenced future business. These basic principles still play an important role in modern marketing. The Industrial Revolution changed the business landscape significantly. Mass production allowed companies to create goods at a larger scale. As production increased, competition also increased. Businesses needed new ways to differentiate themselves. Branding, packaging, promotional campaigns became increasingly important. During the 20th century, marketing developed into a formal business discipline. Companies began conducting market research to better understand customer behavior. Advertising expanded through newspapers, radio, television, magazines. Organizations gained access to larger audiences than ever before. As competition intensified, businesses realized that successful marketing required more than creativity. It required planning. Marketing plans became valuable tools organizing campaigns, managing budgets, and aligning marketing activities with broader business objectives. The rise of television transformed communication. Companies could deliver messages directly into homes. Memorable advertisements helped establish powerful brands. Consumers began associating products with emotion, lifestyle, personal identity. Marketing evolved from simple product promotion into strategic storytelling. The arrival of the internet created another major shift. Websites allowed businesses to reach customers around the world. Search engines changed how consumers gathered information. Email marketing enabled direct communication. Businesses gained new opportunities to build relationships with audiences at relatively low cost. Social media accelerated these changes happen first. Platforms created ongoing conversations between organizations and businesses receive immediate feedback, respond to questions, share content regularly. Marketing became increasingly interactive rather than one dimensional. Data analytics also transformed decision making. Modern organizations can track website visits, customer behavior, campaign performance, and conversion rate instead of relying solely on intuition. Businesses can evaluate results using measurable evidence. Marketing plans increasingly incorporate metrics and performance benchmark. At the same time, consumers have become more informed and selective. People often research products before making purchases. They compare options, read reviews, and seek recommendations. As a result, trust has become even more important. Businesses must provide value, credibility throughout the customer journey. The history of marketing demonstrates an important lesson. While technology changes, successful marketing consistently depends on understanding people. Every major advancement from print advertising to social media has become most effective when it helps organizations communicate more clearly with their audience. Modern marketing plans reflect this historical evolution. They combine traditional principles such as audience understanding and relationship building with modern tools such as analytics, content marketing, digital platform. The result is a comprehensive approach designed to help organizations compete effectively in a rapidly changing environment. Understanding this history provides valuable perspective, reminds business leaders that marketing is not simply about using the latest technology. Instead, it is about applying timeless principles to whatever channels are most effective for reaching the intended audience. Perhaps right now, we can spend a moment to look at some case studies evidence. Real world examples demonstrate the value of thoughtful marketing planning. While industries vary widely, successful organizations often share common habits. They define objectives, understand audiences, and communicate consistently and evaluate results. Consider a small local bakery entering a competitive market. Without a plan, the owners might spend money on random advertisement without understanding which customers they hope to attract. With a marketing plan, they can identify target groups such as families, commuters, and event organizers. They can develop messaging around freshness, community involvement, quality. By focusing resources strategically, the bakery increases its chances of attracting loyal customers. Another example involves a nonprofit organization seeking community support. Limited budgets often require nonprofits to be especially intentional about marketing. A structured plan helps identify supporters, volunteers, donors, and community partners. Messaging can then be tailored to each group. As awareness grows, fundraising and participation often improve. Technology startups provide another useful illustration. Many startups have innovative products, but struggle to communicate their value. A marketing plan forces leaders to answer important questions. Who is the customer? What problem does the product solve? Why should someone choose this solution over alternatives? Clear answers strengthen marketing effectiveness and support business. Evidence from business practice consistently highlights the importance of audience research. Organizations that understand customer needs are generally better positioned to create relevant products, services, and communications. Research may include surveys, interviews, website analytics, customer feedback, and market analysis. These insights help businesses make informed decisions. Content marketing offers another strong example. Many organizations create blogs, videos, guides, educational resources. When these efforts are guided by marketing plan, content aligns with customer interests and business goals. As audiences engage with valuable information, trust often increases. Over time, that trust can support sales and long term relationships. Customer retention provides additional evidence of effective planning. Acquiring new customers can be expensive. Maintaining relationships with existing customers is often more cost effective. Marketing plans frequently include strategies for ongoing engagement, customer service, loyalty programs, and personalized. These activities encourage repeat businesses and positive referrals. Now, let's talk about digital marketing platforms. Digital marketing platforms have generated large amounts of measurable data. Businesses can track website traffic, email open rates, conversion rate, social engagement, and advertising performance. These measurements help organizations evaluate whether marketing activities are producing desired outcomes. Plans that include clear metrics make continuous improvement easier. A retail company, for example, may discover through analytics that certain social media campaigns generate significant website traffic, but few purchases. This information allows managers to adjust messaging, improve landing pages, or redirect resources toward more effective channels. Without a plan and measurement framework, such insights might be overlooked. Large organizations also benefit from planning. Global brands often operate across multiple markets and customer segments. Marketing plans help coordinate efforts across departments and regions. Consistent messaging supports brand recognition while allowing local adaptation where appropriate. The evidence across industry points toward a common conclusion. Success rarely comes from isolated marketing activities. Instead, positive results typically emerge from coordinated efforts guided by clear goals and informed decision making. Marketing plans create the structure necessary for that coordination. Perhaps the most important lesson from these examples is that marketing planning is not limited to large corporations. Small businesses, nonprofits, startups, educational institutions, and community organizations can all benefit from strategic planning. The specific tactics may differ, but the underlying principles remain remarkably consistent. When organizations invest time in understanding audience, setting priorities, measuring outcomes, and adapting based on results, they place themselves in a stronger position to achieve meaningful growth and long term impact. Now, if I may take a moment to look at some critical counterarguments and analysis. Although marketing plans offer many benefits, it is important to consider opposing viewpoints. Some businesses, or I should say, some business leaders, argue that formal planning slows decision making and limits creativity. Others believe that rapidly changing markets make long term planning ineffective. One common criticism is that detailed plans become outdated very quickly. Consumer preferences can shift unexpectedly. New technologies emerge regularly. Competitors introduce innovations. According to this argument, businesses should focus on flexibility rather than planning. There is some truth to this concern. Markets do change rapidly. However, this reality does not eliminate the value of planning. Instead, it highlights the importance of creating adaptable plans. Effective marketing plans include regular reviews and updates. They provide direction while allowing adjustments when circumstances change. Now, another criticism suggests that creativity cannot be planned. Some marketers argue that breakthrough ideas emerge spontaneously rather than through structured processes. They worry that excessive planning may discourage experimentation. Creativity is certainly important in marketing. Memorable campaigns often involve innovative thinking. Yet planning and creativity are not opposite. In many cases, planning creates the conditions that allow creativity to flourish. Clear goals and audience insights give creative teams a strong foundation for developing effective ideas. Some small business owners also believe they are too busy to create formal marketing plans. They may view planning as an activity reserved for large organizations with dedicated marketing departments. Because they face daily operational demands, planning can seem like a lower priority. This perspective is understandably, or I should say understandable, but potentially costly. Small businesses often have fewer resources and less room for error. A marketing plan helps ensure that limited budgets and limited time are invested wisely. Even a simple plan can provide valuable guidance and reduce unnecessary spending. Another counter argument focuses on uncertainty. Some leaders believe future conditions are too unpredictable to justify extensive planning. They argue that forecasts and assumptions may prove inaccurate. While uncertainty cannot be eliminated, planning remains valuable because it encourages preparation. Organizations can consider different scenarios, identify potential risks, and establish contingency strategies. Planning does not guarantee accuracy, but it improves readiness. There is also debate about the role of data. Modern marketing relies heavily on analytics, and some critics worry that organizations may become overly dependent on numbers. They argue that excessive focus on metrics can reduce attention to human relationships, intuition, and long term brand development. This concern deserves serious consideration. Data should inform decisions, not replace human judgment. Effective marketing combines quantitative information with qualitative understanding. Businesses must remember that customers are people with emotion, values, and motivations that cannot always be captured by statistics alone. Another challenge involves resource allocation. Developing and maintaining a marketing plan requires effort, research, analysis, meetings, and performance tracking consume time and money. Organizations must decide whether these investments justify the benefit. In most cases, the answer is yes, because planning helps prevent larger mistakes. Poorly targeted campaigns, inconsistent messaging, and inefficient spending often cost far more than the planning process itself. Strategic preparation frequently produces savings and stronger outcomes over time. After examining these counterarguments, a balanced conclusion emerges. Marketing plans are not perfect. They can become outdated. They require effort. They should not suppress creativity or replace flexibility. However, when designed thoughtfully, their advantages generally outweigh their limitations. The most effective approach is neither rigid planning nor complete improvisation. Instead, organizations benefit from a balanced strategy that combines clear direction with ongoing adaptation. This balance allows businesses to remain focused while responding effectively to changing conditions. Now, let me share a little bit about a final synthesis of all of this. Developing a marketing plan is one of the most practical investments an organization can. It provides clarity, direction, and accountability. Helps leaders understand that their audiences allocate resources effectively and evaluate progress towards meaningful goals. Throughout this discussion, several themes have emerged consistently. Successful marketing begins with understanding. It requires clear objectives, thoughtful communication, and a willingness to learn from results. Marketing plans bring these elements together into a structured framework that supports the historical evolution of marketing demonstrates that while tools change, core principles remain remarkably stable. Trust, relevance, value, and relationship building continue to influence success. Modern technology provides powerful opportunities, but those opportunities are most effective when guided by strategy. The case studies and examples show that organizations of all sizes can benefit from planning. Whether operating a small business, leading a nonprofit, launching a startup, or managing a large company, leaders face decisions about how to connect with audiences. A marketing plan helps make those decisions more intentional and effective. The counter arguments also provide useful insight. Planning should not become rigid bureaucracy. Marketing change. I should say, markets also change. Creativity matters. Flexibility is essential. The strongest marketing plans recognize these realities and incorporate mechanisms for review, learning, and adaptation. For organizations that have not yet developed a marketing plan, the best time to begin is now. Start by identifying goals, define the audience, clarify the value your organization provides, choose communication channels thoughtfully, establish methods for measuring progress, keep the process practical and focused. For organizations that already have a plan, consider reviewing it regularly. Ask whether goals remain relevant. Examine performance data. Seek customer feedback. Identify new opportunities and challenges. Continuous improvement strengthens long term effectiveness. Marketing success rarely happens by accident. It is usually the result of consistent effort guided by clear priorities. A well designed marketing plan serves as a roadmap that helps organizations move from ideas to actions and from action to measurable results. The ultimate purpose of marketing is not simply to sell products or promote services, it is to create meaningful connections that provide value to both organizations and the people they serve. When marketing is guided by understanding, purpose, and strategy, it becomes a powerful force for growth and positive impact. The call is straightforward. Commit to planning. Invest time in understanding your audience. Build a strategy that reflects your goals and values. Measure what matters. Adapt when necessary. Most importantly, stay focused on serving people effectively. Organizations that embrace these principles place themselves in a strong position to grow their reach, strengthen their reputation, and increase their impact for years to come. My name is Dr. David K. Ewan from the Enterprise Engine. Now we go back to studio.